Hello and welcome to the show. And I start today's video with a little bit of a confession. You see, I've always been a massive fan of the Colin Mcrae rally games. They are, after all, the games that, well, got me into gaming, and I've always been a very big fan of the Dirt series. Dirt 2 was the first 360 game I ever got 1,000 game score on, and equally I loved Dirt 3. Even Dirt Showdown was good fun. Dirt Rally is absolutely fantastic. However, I never owned the original Colin Mcrae Dirt. I played the crap out of the demo. It came with the official Xbox magazine at one point. I spent probably a good few hours just on the demo, on the few tracks. But for whatever reason, I never got around to owning the actual game and playing the full game. However, that is going to change today, because I've got for £2, I've got Colin Mcrae Dirt, and I'm going to see what this game is actually like. I have done one practice race just to familiarise myself with the controls, and we're going to jump straight into the career. So we have got a nice pyramid to kind of climb to get to the top championship. Kind of reminds me, well, it's very much a Codemasters-esque rally or racing game progression, much like Grid came out at a similar time. I only realised today this game is 9 years old. That makes me feel rather old. But, yeah, we're going to start off with, well, we'll go off-road. I think these are the off-road racing trucks we're going to start with. There is a great variety of events here. And, yeah, we're going to go and see what we can do. I'm going to go for Pro. I'm not actually quite sure what difficulty we're going to, what difficulty I'm going to be racing at, how competitive I'm going to be. So we're going to go for, we'll stick it up if I end up winning too easily. Yes, I get it, pick a vehicle and so on. Now you can, if you want, you can go practice, you can go and do all of your vehicle setup in here. There is a fair amount of setup if you want to play around with it and so on. Yeah, pretty damn comprehensive in terms of setup. Damage repair if you're doing like a multi-race thing. We're just going to jump into the race. It's only a 2-lap race of this circuit, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can be fairly competitive. I do remember the races being rather intense on here. They are fairly hectic, and you've got plenty of vehicles to be fighting through traffic with and racing alongside. Apparently, my favourite vehicle is a Chevy. I don't even think I drove a Chevy in the thing that I loaded up to test in, but never mind. I think I drove a buggy. Maybe the buggy counted as a Chevy. Either way, we have got our kind of trophy truck thing here. We are going to get off the line. Visibility is appalling. This is really narrow for 10 trucks to be flying through there. I really thought I was going to get squished into a wall, but it's fine. This visibility is shocking. I don't know how on earth you race with this visibility. I do love that, much like you get with, we're on our side, much like you get with Dirt Rally, once you're in cockpit view, there is no, I don't know if there is an option to, there's a big wheelie going on from a truck ahead of me, we're going for an overtake, there's no sort of HUD, you have to actually use the dials, and in this, well, you can't see anything. So, I mean, there are already 3 gears for you to worry about, but yeah, I do quite like that there is none of that stuff to have on the screen when you go for a proper cockpit view. Of course, you go to other views, then there will be that information about. Oh, we went for a dive, I'm not quite sure. Thankfully, this is kind of like a shortened layout of the circuit I drove when I was quickly testing the game out, so I kind of know where I'm going here. Oh, it's going to get bouncy. Yeah, we're going to get thrown about so much through here. I do remember this. I do remember it being you certainly feel the movement that is going on with these vehicles. Oh, he's gone straight around the outside of me. You bugger. Come back here. Come back here. I want the position. I'm not sure if I'm in the right gear. I'm not even sure what gear I'm in. I think he's only got 3. Thinking I'm now in second to try and get out of that corner. Yeah, I think I probably was. Alright, we need to make up some time. They're apparently quite slow on the way into here. And unfortunately, there is a truck in the way of the line that I wanted to take, so I was quite slow as well, but never mind. Now, last time we had to dive up the inside here and it didn't work. Yeah, he's defending well and making it difficult to pass. Oh, bugger, this is the final lap. We've got to go for a last-minute dive. Final corner, no, I can't do anything. It's too bouncy on the inside. Bloody hell, that is a... It feels spine-shattering racing. It's kind of what you would expect from this kind of vehicle bouncing around off-road. That was a lot of fun, actually, that race. I need some more practice with the handling model. I think I certainly could have driven a little bit better. This start is crazy. So it unleashes all of the trucks, and then suddenly we've got to go from being like 10 wide to, well, we were fitting about 4 wide through a really narrow point. That is a mean way to start a race. I can imagine many vehicles would have got rolled, flipped, and crashed across that. Yeah, we had a fairly okay start, but I didn't quite realise where we were going there. That cost me a little bit of time. Whew, certainly an intense race, that one, as there's that big wheelie going on. Okay, well, we got third. We got some money, we got some points, we made some progress, and I like games that don't force you to have to win everything to progress, because after all, even the very best drivers at the top of their motorsport won't win every single race, and I like games like this one where you don't have to get first place, everything to progress. You have to just score consistently. Of course, you've got to go for a win. Naturally, you want to go for a victory, but I do like it when they don't force you to win stuff. So yeah, we got 6 points from that first event. If we want to get these ones here, we're going to have to score some more points along. So we're going to head proper rally now, 4-wheel drive. A rally class. There are quite a lot of different classes of cars and rally, etc. Choice of vehicles in this one, though, are a Fiat Punto and a Peugeot 207. Sure, is this like 4-wheel drive? I'm trying to think what particular category of 4-wheel drive this would be. Yeah, we'll stick with that. That's difficulty. We have the Punto, or it's Super 2000. I'm guessing they're both Super 2000 cars, because yeah, these aren't like the Imprezas and Evos and so on. So sure, we'll go with the Punto. I would have the Punto anyway out of the two of them.
You're almost ready to rock. I know you
Let's go and see how we fare in a rally stage. I am quite curious to see how the rallies go of this one, because I can't say I remember racing the buggies. I remember the trucks. I remember doing the little what I just did there, the stadium truck racing such a huge amount. But I don't particularly remember I think there might have been a rally in the demo, possibly. I think I just bounced around with the truck too much, though. So, yeah, curious to see what the rally stages will be like. Alright, we are going to be underway. Now, the handling model, Codemasters know how to make driving games. We've seen it time and time again. The handling model is good. It is more arcadey than the likes of Dirt Rally, and I'm not quite sure how much we can get away with pushing this Punto. It is a nice handling system to learn. It's quite a quick one to adapt to, and while trying to get the most out of the vehicles, of course, is always going to take time. If you've played the Dirt games before, or hell, you've played a Codemasters driving game before, it is a relatively easy thing to familiarise yourself. It's relatively forgiving. Ooh, hey, we're a little bit on our side. A little bit more forgiving than the likes of Dirt Rally and so on, as you would expect. It's again a more arcadey game in general, but still a fun thing to drive. That was okay, a little bit close on all of that. We've got to perhaps just tone things down slightly. Also, I am very much... Oh, no, don't roll the Punto. Well, I say don't roll the Punto. I mean, to have a full FailRace seal of approval, we have to roll a car. I have no doubt it'll be very doable. I am trying to win the race. I am a little bit... Ooh, no, go. A little bit disappointed we don't have the... I know it's slightly more realistic, but have the symbols coming up to tell me which way to turn along with the pace notes. I don't know if there is an option to turn that on. Can we do that? Game? I don't know if there is. Maybe I can't do it when I'm in cockpit view. Maybe it's not a thing from... No, it's just not a thing in general. That's a little bit of a shame. The reason why I mentioned that is when... Oh, crap. I did not realise how tight that corner was. When commentating over a rally game, of course, it is very difficult for me to listen to the pace notes because, well, I'm talking as well. So I will, when I'm playing Dirt Rally, for example, I will go off of the icons that come up on the screen. Now, if we've got no icons coming up on the screen, there may as well not be a co-driver for me through here. So it does make things a little bit tougher, and that's only a problem for me being a commentator. It's not a problem I don't suspect that anyone else will ever particularly have with a game not having the icons, but yeah, that's making this a tad more difficult. The car does feel a little bit, I can say the car feels a little bit slow, but that is perhaps because it is just a lower tier of rally car. It's not quite the crazy monsters that I am perhaps used to driving. Again, there's no speed. I don't know how fast it actually is going. I feel like I could have been braver there. We are making up some time a little bit after we lost it through that slightly, I'm going to say, crashy sector. That's what it shall from now on be known as. Oh crap! How brave! I'm now trying to quickly glance up at the little track map that we have going on. Not quite as easy to follow that as if it had it sort of flashing up what was approaching, but I'm now trying to follow that as best I can to sort of know what I'm coming up against around the next corner. Oh, but yeah, I'm trying to guess how that little wiggle on the map is going to actually be on the track, whether I can be flat out or not. That's a new skill. Come on, across the finish line. Yes, we're going to be victorious, despite a poor middle sector. Ooh, we lost a door. Sorry, co-driver. I apologise for that one. You might have got a little bit dusty. Glad there wasn't any water splashes on that one. Did not realise we'd lost a door. There's a pretty damn comprehensive damage model on these games. Again, as you would kind of expect. I'm kind of curious to see just what the pun. There's a slight downside. As much as I'm used to and love driving from first person, if I don't think about it, which I tend not to, I don't know how much damage we had done to. Oh, that's where the door came off immediately. The door was off from the first. It was off for the whole run, pretty much. Yeah, that came off when we bounced across the cliff face. Well, the rewind is quite slow. Unfortunately, the replay camera isn't actually going to show it, but yeah, okay, so we ran most of that without a door. Well, it's fine. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a shame it doesn't show the car at the end of the run, but I will take a victory either way. We completed it without any major catastrophes, despite bumping into a couple of things on that one. Okay, where are we going next then, game? That will be a nice 10 points for me and some money. Fantastic. 100,000 for that one. Where are we going to? Oh, we've unlocked a new thing. Fantastic. I've completed 1% of the career mode. So our options, that was the one we just completed. Front-wheel drive crossover, so that's like Racer Champions style of circuit, I believe, at least, or the rally special stage, basically. Rally raid, rally or rallycross front-wheel drive. I'm thinking, let's go do some rally raid. I like the raid trucks. These are always good fun to go driving with. Yeah, we'll stick with this. They are essentially a Land Rover and the Mitsubishi L2000. Well, I'm not going to spend the money for... I don't even have the money to buy the Land Rover, so we're going for the Mitsubishi. Let's go and see what we can do out here. I do like the different categories. I know as it got to sort of Dirt 2 and Dirt 3, it got a little bit more sort of gymkhana-y based. I love the categories of racing that we have going on in this one. There is... Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to the point in the career mode to show it off, but the Dakar trucks, the proper giant Dakar trucks, are in this game. I did have a quick look through at the different categories, and they are here, which is always a plus point. I'm always going to like a game where we have the option to go racing with the ginormous Dakar trucks, because they are just such incredible racing vehicles to be taking them off-road. I mean, these things are pretty damn impressive that we're going to go racing with here. These are pretty incredible racing vehicles nonetheless, and yeah, the even larger, crazier Dakar trucks are in. While it does look like there perhaps isn't the same variety within each class, there might only be a couple of vehicles in the different classes. Still having all of these different classes to race with is pretty damn good going. Well, we ate a bush And the Bush beats the Mitsubishi L2000. Okay, Bush versus L2000. The Bush is victorious. Oh, we've also got a display where we can see things. That is an improvement. That is a nice improvement going on in here. We've also got mega run up this hill. Use the speed. We're going to overtake everything. Woo! Overtaking everything. Well, I say everything. We're up into 4th place still. This is an interesting course as well. Quite a risky one. There's this strip of dirt, and then we're going to fall off if we fall off it. I say we're going to fall off. We're not going to fall off it. We are going to fall off it. I lied. There is, I was going to say, there is rocks and bushes just immediately each side if things go wrong to completely and utterly screw you over. So let's not fall off of this again. Oh, we're all slowing down here. I feel like I can probably make up some places here. I think we probably can go for a little bit of bravery, a little bit of elbows out as well. Just make our way past. I think it was an L2000. We found our way past. Now we're going up towards heaven. How many laps? Okay, we've got one lap. So I'm assuming it's quite a long lap around here. As well, we're already 1 minute 30 in, and carefully does it. That was a little bit on the close side. Oh, come on! I've got to get a podium. We've got to be getting a podium here. It won't do without that. Oh, hello there. Excuse me. Coming through. We can carry more speed than you. I'm being a little bit braver. In fact, these guys, I could probably have upped the difficulty for this one. These perhaps not quite as quick around here. I'll go for a big dive up the inside. We will get the position. I don't know if the game's going to tell me off for corner cutting. There seems like prime opportunity. I mean, it is off-road racing, so perhaps jumping across some of these corners is allowed, although of course you always run the risk of finding a hidden rock. That Dirt Rally is great for. Oh, look, there might be an opportunity to find an advantage here, and there's just a hidden ditch or a hidden rock and whatnot, and I get the feeling that this game would probably be a similar thing. I am really impressed with the sense of, it's kind of the sense of impact, the sense of the severity from these jumps. I don't think any, even modern games, I don't think, certainly the sort of Dirt 2 and Dirt 3, I don't think they did it as well, and even to an extent Dirt Rally, admittedly you're not driving a truck like this one in Dirt Rally, but I think this game might have some of the best sense of impact and weight across these jumps of anything I've driven. That's very impressive. That's a cool circuit, though. I do like that one. And yeah, the way that these things bounce around, admittedly there was only one big jump on this course, but the way that these bounce around is, yeah, very, very, very impressive. Right, we will go and see what the next circuit. I think I'll do one more of the career mode and then we'll go race the raid trucks because I really really want to show them off because they are awesome. Or I hope they're going to be awesome. Just simply having them is enough to make me excited about them. And yeah, right. Well, I'm trying to remember I think we might have unlocked another event. Did we get another thing? Because we've got another 10 points, another 150,000. Fantastic. And we did. We unlocked two. We unlocked a hill climb event. Shall we go have a look at hill climb event? Or rallycross. The choices. No, we'll go do hill climb. We'll go do hill climb. These are normally crazy vehicles for this. Dirt 2. I seem to remember some of the monsters hill climb vehicles from Dirt 2. Alright, so these are a little bit more, I guess. Oh, we have to buy a car as well. We get a choice. These are kind of a little bit less of the crazy vehicles. These are kind of more normal rally cars taking on a hill climb course rather than the ones with the crazy wings and aero bits and pieces. Right, my choice is Impreza or an Evo 9. I'm going to be going for the Evo in this one. So yes, 200,000 of my pounds will be going on the Evo here. And they have a black and orange. Yes, it's going to cost me 5,000. I don't care. We're having a black and orange Evo, and we're going to tackle a hill climb. I believe Pikes Peak is in here, as well as Windy Point. That's where we go. That's where we're going. Now, no co-driver in this one, so don't have to worry about completely and utterly ignoring the pace notes. My favourite vehicle is still a Chevy. Apparently, we've got I've got two more liveries, I guess, because we bought the car, and so on. 46 vehicles in total. Not a bad haul of cars for a rally game like this. Apparently, my longest slide is 36 feet. I like all of these stats that come up in the loading screens of the dirt games. They're always good fun looking through to see what you've done. I was about to make a comment about is there a roll category, and it's just come up and it's most rolls is 0. That will not do. It will have to be rectified at some point in this. Problem is I'm going competitive and I want to do well in these events. We'll probably roll the Dakar truck. It's quite likely outcome that the Dakar truck will end up upside down. Now, if I remember correctly, these hill climb events, certainly, if memory serves me from Dirt 2 and 3, the hill climb events were very, very fast hill climbs. They weren't like little windy stages. They were mostly flat out, incredibly terrifying, because you make one little mistake in this and you are a goner. You are going rather quickly, and there are rocks and trees and bushes and ditches and stuff for you to throw your car at. Well, this is a nice section. We can just keep this section going. That makes life very easy for me. We'll just go in a straight line. This is a little bit simpler than I was expecting, I'll be honest. Okay, we're gonna have to go on the brakes here. I'm not quite sure how tight the that lulls you into such a bad sense of security, that section, because it is so fast for so long, and there's just little corners. That is a very, I bet many cars have had accidents there with people have just not quite thought or not realised how tight that corner is going to be. I am glad I was paying attention, and now we're back to being flat out again down here. Oh, this is looking like a little bit of a tighter turn. Okay, I could probably get away with more speed through there once I've learnt the courses and learnt the cars a little bit. This is quite a nice vehicle to drive. The steering, I'm kind of doing a little too bigger of movements. I'm getting a little twitchy with the steering. I think I could, again, with a little bit of practice, I've no doubt I could figure it out. Yeah, the steering is actually very, very responsive in these cars, and that's getting me into trouble with a little bit of twitchiness here and there. Hey, we beat Travis Pastrana in that one. He was insane. He does the voiceover for sort of the intro-y and tutorial stuff, I believe, and apparently his name is in some of the races. We took a victory in that one. That's a relatively simple stage. There are a couple of corners. They were not tough corners. They were more corners that you could get caught out on if you weren't really paying attention because you were flat out for so long. That was the danger of that stage. That was a relatively simple and slightly uneventful hill climb. Wasn't quite the craziest speed of cars either. I think I read somewhere, not 100% sure on it, but I think I read somewhere there might be like the hill climb trucks. I know one went up Pikes Peak either this year or last year. Like the really sort of ridiculous air. It has the rear wing much like the truck in Forza 6. That thing tackled Pikes Peak, and I'm thinking that might be in here, but I'm not going to be getting far enough through to see if that is amongst the hill climb cars. To finish off, we are going to go with a single race. We want Rally Raid, I believe it's here. Yes, Tier 4. I'm assuming T4 means Tier... Never mind, it's going to be that anyway. We haven't unlocked anything. I don't even know if there are more. I'm assuming there are, I just haven't got to them. We're going to go here with the Kamaz. I can't do anything more. Shall we do 2 laps? I think this is the same circuit that we just did with the... Looks like it. Certainly the fight. Yeah, I think it is. We'll go 2 laps with the trucks. Hopefully, yeah, sure. Let's go pro. Let's go pro with this one. We'll give it a try. Hopefully, I can be victorious. Okay, my goal for this one is we're going to roll and be victorious. That might be a little bit tough. Or if I can get an AI to roll, I will take that as well. 110. I'm guessing we're doing 110 with the Evo on that last run. If we can get an AI to roll, I will also count that. My average finishing position is 2nd. That's not too bad considering the practice race I did. I think I was like 6th. So I have brought that one back with this video. Still most rolls being at 0 is slightly irritating me, but I also like winning. So yeah, two race losses. Not a bad ratio. Here we go. Look at the size of these monsters. Right, we are off. Oh crap! What we're gonna do? We've got to do many gear changes because, of course, these are trucks. How many gears do these have? I don't know. Whoa, it's all getting a little bit narrow. I am shortcutting. There we go. Oh, well, they lost the windscreen. Windscreen's a goner. Well, that's fine. No, I'm glad it didn't stay. I'd rather it be gone completely than have it cracked. Oh, I think we're getting a little bit of a nudge from the vehicle behind. That's okay. We have survived all of that one. I'm not sure what gear is best to be in with this truck. They look quite nasty across some of these bumps. It looks like these would topple over quite easily. Now, this is where the AIs in the last race were a little bit slow. I caught up ground because I was just bugger it, we're going flat out. And I shall do that again. We shall go completely and utterly flat out. They are looking like they're having a fantastic race up ahead. Come on, truck. No, I think we wanted 7th gear probably for there. Ooh, God. Where the little dust cloud is created, it looks like there's a sudden mound of dirt there. Just the way the effect is. Scared the crap out of me. I thought we were going to have a big two-wheeled moment. But that was not the case. We're going for a dive. We're going for a we were going for a dive. The bush slowed us down. We're still going for a dive, though. Still throwing it up the inside here. Because I'm going to be brave and we're going to go... Ooh, Christ. I think I may have taken the truck with me, and then I couldn't get the back end of my truck turned because he was alongside me, so we ended up taking a much more bigger shortcut than I was expecting. Oh, I'm bumping into stuff. I'm keen to not let the leader get too far away, so I know I need to be quick through here. But there is a truck in the way, and a Dakar truck is a big thing to try and, well, get out of the way. Look at him bounce around. That is impressive. Okay, maybe putting the difficulty up to high was not so good for going for a roll and a victory. Oh, well, we've gone for a roll. It's not quite a full roll. I don't know how to reset. Okay, it's reset me on my... we went for a roll. It's going to have to count because the Dakar's got such large sides. Actually, fully rolling it onto its roof is very difficult. We did a thing. We did a roll. It can be a proper FailRace stamp of approval now. And we've got a lap to make our way back through the field. Maximum effort, I think, is going to have to go on here if we are to make up any positions. Right, we have 8 gears to get through. Oh, God. Full bravery. These jumps are impressive. I really like the way that the physics reacts with the vehicle. And, oh, well, no, we've got again. Hey, we've recovered it. We're off in the weeds, though. We're off in the weeds. Big jumps with these trucks do cause a little bit of a problem. Right. Well, now we have got a hell of a lot of work to be doing. Hello, I'm coming for that lead. Honestly, I will maybe if we can get a podium. In fact, okay, I'm revising my. Oh, I was trying to go for a handbrake and realised I rejigged the controllers and it wasn't be as I was expecting it to be. I am an idiot. I have slightly buggered up this final race. Damn it. But, despite that, I'm very, very impressed with this game. I've got to say, it's held up. Okay, it's not quite as old as some of the games I have been playing, but for a 9-year-old game, it still looks really good. I love the way the career is laid out, in fact. I still think it's still the best way of doing a racing career. And the variety of vehicles is fantastic. Being able, well, there might not be a huge amount per category, you know, the S2000 car, there might only be 2 in that category. At least we have got things like these raid trucks, we've got the buggies, we've got the stadium trucks, and so on to play around with. I think that is really, really rather fantastic. I want to see these trucks in more games, these Dakar trucks. Forza's got a racing truck now. If we could just add maybe we could get a Dakar truck in Horizon, in Horizon 3, because they're just incredible racing vehicles. And yeah, this is the kind of terrain you want to be racing them around. I am, yeah, incredibly impressed. I'm kind of slightly disappointed in myself not to have got this game when it came out, because it is a hell of a game. It would keep me going for many, many hours playing through the career mode, trying to unlock all of the different vehicles, all of the different tracks and so on. We have caught up to the tail of this field, which is nice. We've got to try and find a way past. Third place, I think, is just going to be a little too far away from me, unless, of course, the AI can make a big mistake. They do actually occasionally make errors. As I said, when I was doing a quick test race, I watched one of the buggies ahead of me spin out completely on a corner. So the AI's, in fact, the green truck has done the AI has rolled as well! It's done exactly what I did. Well, that's good timing. Thank you, Mr. Green Truck. One thing I will note, I did just notice there especially, I've got to be aggressive, sorry. Frame rate does die a little bit from time to time. It's been actually pretty well behaved, but when that truck went over, the frame rate did have some issues. So yeah, that is something that can happen, perhaps when things get a little bit crazy for all of the physics to deal with. bang. It's just the way that it is done is so spot on. They feel like a stupidly heavy impact that it would be when you've got a truck flying through the air here. As we are going to probably have to settle for fourth unless anything terrible befalls my opponents at this final corner. Nothing terrible is going to befall them, unfortunately. Well, we tried. We gave everything I could on this final lap, and we got on two wheels around the final turn. We're going to have to settle for a fourth place, although we closed dramatically on the leaders, so we will have got fastest lap, at least, in all of that. This is a hell of a game. This is a hell of a game. If you haven't played it, if for whatever reason, like me, you missed out on playing it when it came out, I really do recommend. You can pick it up for very, very little in the way of money. It's on 360, it's on PS3, you can get it on PC as well. I really recommend. All the replays are having issues. I really do highly recommend it. It is a fantastic rally game. It stands up very, very well by today's standards. A great selection of vehicles as well. So, yeah, there we go. Finally got to play Colin Mcrae. I'm probably going to, whether I'll make more videos on it, I don't know, but I may well play through some more of the career mode on this because it's really rather good fun. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.